There was a time where I was really smart, and I am getting dumb. I'm getting dumber every day. I mean, 22-year-old Terry was fucking smart, bro. He could retain data. He could spit out facts and knowledge. And now I get lost all the time in my thoughts and what I'm doing. I'm better at executing and worse at thinking. I miss being able to think. I think I messed my brain up.
YUNKJunk!
Yeah, I guess.
Tongues out. Welcome to the horrible... My phone's in my way. Oh, is my phone in my way? Should I not be looking at my phone?
I would not watch this podcast.
Hawk Tuah, welcome to another episode of What Is This Podcast? We are back after a short hiatus, and we're going to reflect on some of the hot goss that's been out there. Starting with, of course, Hawk Tuah. Fellas, are Hawk Tuah?
She should be a brand ambassador for chewing tobacco, I think.
That's not bad.
I would get her doing some Instagrams for Skull or Grizzly immediately. Or Zyn, I guess, the popular cutting edge chewing tobacco of the daintier men of these days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for, golfers like Terry over there.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I have one in my mouth right now.
Really?
You're Zyn boy?
No.
Does it?
So wait, you're about to Hawk Tuah on camera?
These are just nicotine pouches, no flavor, no tobacco, just pure nicotine.
Did you buy them from? Did you learn about those from a podcast?
No, I quit smoking cigarettes, and I don't like the flavor one. It seems just like a vape in disguise. They can't be good. You're not fooling me with your candy flavored drugs.
Transformers.
Yeah,
we are just a drug.
More natural to me,
Well, I mean, how has she not? She has to have been signed to some deal. She's still popular.
Well,
it's only been 4 days.
They can't find her.
But
that's the thing. Everyone's looking for her. Nobody can find her.
I found her. I know her name. It's something Welch. Haley Welch.
Haley. It sounds like a Hawk Tuah name.
It does.
You would definitely pass that name around high school.
Haley Welch. You're saying she sounds like a salute, Terry.
Yeah, you get the old Welch belch. Know what I'm saying?
Well,
what's her name? Haley Welch?
Haley, of course it's Haley.
The older snooty girl that lived in our neighborhood, Terry. She was like the first.
She got fired.
She got fired from her job? That's
Hold on,
terrible.
this is fun. This is Hawk Tuah News Day. Okay, so number one day ago, Hawk Tuah girl has already sold at least $65,000 worth of merch. Get on it, girl.
Good for her.
However, this is from a Spanish show website.
Translate.
So you can trust it.
Hawk Tuah girl fired. Has Haley Welch lose her job as a preschool teacher for her viral video?
100%.
No, you know what? I actually saw that on Twitter, and apparently a parody website said that she got fired, and people ran with that. Apparently that was not true. There was a community note on Twitter saying that that's not true.
We need to protect this girl.
We have kids spitting on each other and everything else since they heard their beloved Miss Haley say, "Spit on that thing" on the YouTube. The alleged statement reads. I mean,
what?
Oh, Rogan talked about her. Hold on, Rogan talked about her?
Everyone is talking person.
She's not pretending.
No, that's what I love.
That lady's got a black belt and sucking dicks.
It's so genuine. It's so genuine. That's what I think is endearing and everyone's reacting to is she genuinely is having a great time, first of all. She's just out drunk. Eats some Nashville.
Yeah, a little bit of alcohol in her system.
Yeah, said something hilarious.
If she is in fact a preschool teacher, that's even funnier.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
teachers are sluts too.
I wouldn't care if my daughter was in her class. I'd be like, I don't care. What's your number?
I love this girl. She's wearing their hat. She's wearing a Hawk Tuah hat.
Yeah, Hawk Tuah 24. They make the presidential hats.
That hell yeah.
She made her salary with merch. So, and whoever she's like, partnering with, but like she doesn't need a job this year.
OnlyFans coming.
God, if she did,
they're gonna back up the OnlyFans truck.
Yeah. What else? How do you pivot from there? You know what I mean?
Anybody think it's weird that I'm eating chicken salad while we're talking about this?
Hands? Mm-hmm. I think it's weird that you're eating it with your hands. Yes.
Well,
that part's a little weird.
I don't have any forks.
God gave you 5 beautiful forks right here.
She went into business with Fathead Threads, family-owned business run by Jason Poteet, based in Marshall County, Tennessee.
Gonna be a fathead with her on it?
Yeah, I hope so. She's overwhelmed by the attention and requested that he not share any personal details about her or feature her face on the merch. Fathead Threads is exclusively selling the hat, Hawk Tuah 24. Available for $32.78 each, with signed versions for $50. She could have gone 100. She could have gone 100.
Easy.
Wow.
All right.
Good for her.
Money.
I mean,
it is fake news. She was not fired. She couldn't have been fired.
Yeah.
You could not fire her for this. It would be she'd be protected under Slut Clause 47 of the United States Constitution that says that you could do whatever you want with whoever you want, whenever you want, all the time, and no one can fire you, or else they can turn around and sue you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sure. Queen.
We must protect her. She is a child of God.
A child of God.
And I love her.
I mean, very, very happy for her. She seems like a very sweet person who just happened. She's like a fun Southern girl who's like, she said that a trillion times before, happened to say it on camera there.
That's her finishing move. We all know her special finishing move is
finish him.
Well, that's like the beginning. It's not a finishing move.
Put so much emphasis on the fucking.
No, I'm better than
I only saw it once.
What? It's everywhere.
I mean, every time it pops up, I don't.
My favorite one is. It's funny. We just kind of said Mortal Kombat. The Mortal Kombat meme, I think, is the funniest. You remember playing the Super Nintendo version of Mortal Kombat? And you could play as Reptile, and Reptile, like, he would take his mask off and he would like spit acid. Well, they have one where like the fatality is he takes the mask off and it's her, and she goes Hawk Tuah, and the guy just like burns alive. The most interesting comment about that I saw is that that's a loogie. You don't necessarily want a loogie down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
I mean, you'll take anything.
You want them to hawk? It should just be Tuah, ma'am.
No hawk?
No hawk, all Tuah.
I think I saw it's going to be every fantasy football team name is Hawk Tuah.
Oh, yeah.
Because Tuah.
St. Joe's Hawks, they're going to have fun.
Someday I'm going to.
The Hawk will never die. Oh, this is going to be fun. Yeah, right here, there's a local school. My sister went to it. St. Joe's University. It's the Hawks. The Chicago Blackhawks.
Atlanta Hawks.
Blackhawks Tuah. Who is the guy on the Steelers? Tuah. Or no, the Miami quarterback.
Yeah, that's what it said.
Tuah Tagovailoa. I mean, we should come up with our own memes right now. Like, what's a clever way of using that? I already have one.
Okay.
Remember in Zoolander when he's got like a cold and he's like, Tuah. He's like, so when he's doing that, just put in the black lung. Tuah. That's what I got.
That was a good one.
The one that came right out of the gate that was pretty good that I thought of at the same time everybody else thought of it is if she don't Hawk Tuah, then don't talk to her.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
Well, that one came out, and I was like, yep, that's a clean joke. Great job, everybody. Right down the middle. We all signed up for that one. A lot of independent. What's that called when you all come up with the same idea, but independently?
Inception.
No.
Collective.
I saw the movie. That's exactly what it's about.
Nope.
Well, then you didn't get it.
No, you got to be classy and just do a Tuah. You know, be a classy girl.
I just want a Tuah girl. I can't handle all the Hawk.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying.
But you're implying Hawk, she's digging down and getting some phlegm.
What else would it be? She's what it is.
Somehow it's cute. You did it.
Hey man,
Hawk
if a guy's
Tuah.
like, if a guy's got a girl with his dick in her hand and she goes Hawk Tuah, no one's complaining because you know what's happening. So like you're like, okay, all right, no, keep going.
Men are
You're
getting
not gonna
jobs in any period of history right now.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you think so?
I think men are getting the best BJs out of any point in history currently, right now, and she helped advance that movement.
It's true.
It's a very
Harriet Tuahman.
She could become DJ BJ. That's what she should do. She should become DJ BJ, and just the bass dropping is always Hawk Tuah.
Yeah, no.
Like
I've
that's
already
always
heard
the drop.
There's remixes already that I've heard.
well, it's definitely an easy icebreaker to ask a girl to give you a blowjob. Instead of saying like, "Will you suck my dick?" you say, "How about Hawk Tuah?" And if she laughs and says no, you're like, it was a joke anyway.
Yeah, I mean, if you're on Tinder or Bumble or Hinge or whatever right now, that is the line. Where it asks for a blurb, boom.
Yeah.
You want some likes? Boom.
Can you guys hear my cat?
Yep.
No, this freaking cat.
All
right, I'm going to let him in so he's not yelling.
You guys watch The Bear yet?
No. Should I?
How do you get over a break?
Of course.
I didn't finish all 10. I watched the first episode.
The whole thing dropped?
Whole thing.
Yeah.
I thought it was on
100%
FX.
watching it. I'll probably start tonight.
On Hulu.
Oh, Holo.
It's a binge watch.
The old binge watch, eh?
It's a binge watch. First episode is incredible.
35-minute
montage.
What does that mean?
A montage is a sequence of shortly edited scenes, usually set to music, I think.
So is it like maybe like a recap of what's happened the last year or something, like leading up to where they are now, like what you've missed? Is it that type of montage?
Picks up the next day from the last episode.
Whoa.
It is like flashback stuff of like prior when he was like working in all the fancy, when he's working at like MoMA, laundry and stuff.
When who was? Carmi?
Yeah. Because he's just flipping out. He's freaking out from his mistake. And so he's going to compensate and become like very strict and regimented and make up for his mistakes by being a crazy person.
That's who I am.
The montage, the editing in this thing is unreal for 35 minutes.
On-reel or unreal? Like, do I have to watch it on reel or is it like unreal? Like unrealistic?
Back off.
Is it unreal?
Yeah.
Did you watch it from? Was it
I know how to
unreal
spell
though?
it. I just say on.
I know, but you do the same thing with. Well, actually, I don't know because now I hear people say it all the time. People say they are waiting online or waiting in line. You're in a line, but technically you're also waiting on that line.
Nobody says that.
You say it.
Yeah,
you say waiting online.
I think it's stupid.
Yeah, if I'm online, like right now, I'm online.
No, you have said I'm online for something. Have you not? Is it not you? I thought it was you.
No, never. I say documentaries.
That's fine. There's no winning that one. You just be you, man.
Do you say elementary or elementary?
Elementary.
That doesn't make any sense. You can't do one and not the other.
What do you mean? I like elementary is more Sherlock Holmesy, so I say elementary.
I think you used to say elementary school, though.
Yeah. No, elementary.
Elementary school.
100% elementary school. I've never gone to elementary school. I don't know. Yep. Is that you make cement you make cement stuff?
What? Cement stuff?
What? Cement? Are you trying to say cement is an element?
Is it?
Like instead of like carbon or something from the periodic table of elements?
I just imagine elementary school, you learn to build things from the elements, you know?
Yeah, you go into cemetery.
Like cement.
What?
Cemetery?
Yeah. Sedimentary rocks.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Sedimentary, I say. I'm sorry,
guys. It's documentary, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Documentary.
But you're a documentarian, right?
That's true. Documentarian.
But you don't make documentaries.
Documentarian.
You make a documentary.
What if your name's Terry?
Yeah. It's funny. This joke has been on this podcast before.
It has.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Can we call you Tree instead of Terry?
Of course. But my middle name's Deciduous.
What?
It's a tree joke.
I don't know types of trees.
You don't know coniferous, deciduous, palm?
Carnivorous means you eat meat, and trees don't eat meat, Terry.
I didn't say carnivorous.
Document that.
I said coniferous.
Now you're making words up.
Coniferous.
And I'm going to have to take it as disrespect.
It is. It's intended as disrespect.
And that's how I'll take it.
All right. Let's what's the meanest thing? Just
you've ever said to someone?
Well, we could do that. I was more saying like just what's the meanest thing you can say? What's the meanest thing you can say to a person? It doesn't have to be about each other or anything, but like what's something very mean you could say?
Is it a black person?
It is most definitely not.
Well,
yeah,
that changes.
Tree doesn't want to go there. It's a good question, Tree.
Everything's circumstantial. Tell me what kind of person it is, and then I'll tell you the meanest thing you could say to them.
All right.
What are their religious beliefs and or nationalities?
Nope. Not doing that.
That's how you get the meanest part.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you are. Okay, whatever you are, that's exactly what they are.
I mean, asking a woman if she's pregnant.
Isn't that mean?
And she's. I guess it's not like you're not intending to be mean, but if you want to be mean, you can ask a woman that.
The meanest thing I've ever said
to a human.
It was just in tone and like situation. I was in an argument with an ex-girlfriend, and she was, getting away from what the argument was about, and I went, "Listen." And immediately I went, "Fucking no! Why did I say that?" Because
going back from the.
You want to talk about getting away from the argument? After that point, it was just how I'm a mean son of a bitch. But there's something about
Hawk Tuah there.
Listen, in a very calm. I didn't yell it. It was just fucking listen. It's got to be very condescending. But I think by far away the meanest thing I've ever said, just based off the reaction they received.
I don't know. I don't really say mean things. There's like some people that I work with, and what I want to ask them all the time is, your brain hasn't fully developed, has it? I feel like that's pretty mean.
I think it's just weird that that's not a question. Like, how would you ask them that?
It's presumptuous. No, it's a statement. He's telling them that it's
That's
not.
what I mean, but he posed it as a question.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. You're just an idiot, aren't you? Like, but you know what?
Rita.
Aren't you? That's the question.
Well, I said your brain hasn't fully developed, has it?
Your brain isn't fully developed, has it?
No, hasn't.
I just learned the
brain hasn't.
The origin of
Yeah, you're right.
That's all right. Let's come up with one together.
Just insults?
Yeah.
Question?
Where'd you get those clothes? The toilet store?
So we're trying to come up with some, or
Yep. We're trying to improve on that.
No.
you want it?
On a stolen line from Anchorman, yes.
Hold on.
What?
I want to hear what the meanest thing Terry's ever said first.
I've been pretty vicious.
As he eats chicken salad with his hands.
I've been pretty vicious.
I'm not by nature.
I definitely know who I said it to. Yeah. Because like it was just non-stop berating.
Back and forth, or you did it to this person?
No, mostly me. I was trying to drive a person away.
Uh-huh.
I feel like my dad said it a long, long time ago, where he was like, sometimes you just got to get really, really mean when you're trying to like break it off with someone. And it's just, it's the only thing you can do is get like way over the top mean so they take the hint.
That's one way to do it. I wouldn't say it's the most mature route, but it's one way to do it.
It's not the first route. No. This is after
desperation.
Yeah, correct. You've made it clear several times. I mean, the worst example of that was Zach enlisting me to break up with a girl for him in like 6th grade, and me creating an entire song and dance routine to present said bad news.
That's like imagine receiving that.
It's a true story.
It's a true story. Yeah.
Terry had been asking me for days to break up with her for me. And I was like, I don't want to break up with her.
That was one of the ultimate bros before hose moments.
I've been asking me for days, and I was like, I'm not, Terry, I don't like her. I don't want to break up with her. And then, I don't know, a relationship probably lasted from Monday to Thursday. And on Friday, I was walking to the school bus, and Terry was outside of it, and I went, do it, Terry.
Oh.
You have just been dumped. You have just been dumped.
Which seems pretty mean now.
But
she definitely never forgot.
She had just been dumped. I am a musical person. What are we supposed to do? Not sing a song about what's going on around us?
I mean, I suppose it's a delightful delivery system. It's coming in a cute package.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Listen, fucking. Listen, fucking.
Just Ethan, you gotta bleep it all. Sorry, dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Terry seemed okay with it before.
He did. He seemed pretty chill.
Seemed chill about it.
No.
Sorry,
right.
Tree.
Back to the Bear. First 3 episodes, gold, as good as any episode's ever been. Episode 4, 5, and 6, almost unwatchable.
No, but I'm
a bad episode of The Bear in the first 2 seasons. Not a bad episode.
Yeah, no,
There's
not at all.
3 very bad episodes. John fucking Cena is a chef in an appearance. They brought fucking the celebrity appearances are fucking outrageous and make no sense.
Forced.
Terribly forced. It's John Cena. It doesn't even. It's just like, why is John Cena there?
Yeah,
Well,
why would you didn't have to do this?
I think I know why.
Go ahead.
Jeremy Allen White.
Wrestler.
met with a bunch of wrestlers and stuff for Iron Claw. And notably, Efron did a movie with Cena around that same time. So I'm sure they got to know each other and started chatting. By the way, let's talk about that real quick. If you haven't seen that movie, that is the only movie in probably the past 3 years that I have watched twice. I loved the Iron Claw. Iron Claw is so good. Such a good movie. It's got heart. It makes you cry. It's an unbelievably good movie. And legitimately, I just watched it on a plane again. And I was just like, God, every frame of this is fantastic. That is such a well-cut, paced, and executed story. And all the actors are phenomenal. Like, that's the best acting you're going to see out of.
I disagree.
How?
I think Efron is a terrible actor.
He's incredible in that movie.
No, he's not.
Yes,
he's acceptable.
No. He
plays an odd G-shucks character, and that's who his character is.
Not at the end. Not at the end. He makes that turn. It's beautiful.
The ending's very sad.
He puts on a clinic right there in the last.
No, you're just amazed
minutes.
that he can cry at all. You're like, oh, he can cry.
No. Before that.
The whole movie, you're just like, what did that man do to his beautiful face? He looks like a fucking monster.
He did it for the right role, though. That is an amazing film. Good God.
It was the version.
Did he look like the actual guy?
With wrestlers.
He looks bigger than the actual guy, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, but the actual guy's like 6'4".
Right. Right. But amazing. I watched it twice. That's the best movie of last year, easily.
Not even. What are you talking about? It doesn't hold a candle to like The Holdovers or fucking
yes, it does.
Poor Things.
Oh, I watched that twice.
Oppenheimer.
Yep, it does.
As good as Barbie. Not even close, dude.
It is way better than Barbie. Way better.
Jeremy Allen White.
There's actual feelings in it. There's actual drama in it. That's what makes it great. Is it's not.
Oh, there's plot. It's just people dying.
It's not plot. What are you talking about?
Great.
Just people. What are you talking about? People just die. They all die for a specific reason.
Yeah, they kill themselves because they had an overbearing father.
Yes, and you're correct. And they all had made choices. They all made bad choices.
No.
Yes, they all were overdue. The first kid overdid it. He had a warning sign. Stop. He didn't.
Yep.
Second kid also had a warning sign.
Which one?
Third had a warning sign when his foot got cut off.
Yep.
Warning sign. Didn't do anything. And then poor Mike his was like the most realistic. Again, he didn't have a warning sign, but he should have never been in the ring.
Should have never been in the ring. I thought the father was fantastic.
Yeah. Holt McCaney.
He's great and everything. I just thought Jeremy Allen White was very derivative. We've just seen him play the fucking angry, brooding guy so many times that I saw no creativity in original choices. He's just fucking very one-note character.
He did what he was assigned. He did the role he was assigned. He was the right guy for that.
Anybody could have played the angry guy.
No.
Do you guys only watch new movies? Like, is that how you spend your time watching all the new movies?
Well, that's kind of what I was saying. Is now pretty much, or like unseen. But this was the first movie I went back and watched again because I liked it so much, and I never do that anymore. I used to do it all the time.
The heaven scene is very sad. Efron crying with his sons at the end is very sad.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful ending scene.
It's a strong ending, which makes you feel good about the whole movie. But the reality, it's like Call Me by Your Name is a well done film. The last 30 minutes of Call Me by Your Name are devastating, which makes you think the whole movie's good. It's not.
Yeah, but that's not the case with this one. There's like 9 different stories that are all crafted and editing and cut and told beautifully and quickly.
Yeah.
Like, who every one of those characters is inside and out by the end. Everyone has a setup. Everyone has a payoff. Everything has a resolution. There's several conflicts. You could call Zac Efron the lead, but it's everybody's movie. It's an ensemble. It's really just an interesting piece. And the fact that it's true is devastating, but also the way that it ends, like the credits, is fantastic in that he restarted it, essentially. He like restarted the family that he lost.
Yeah, the human components, the actual story is far more compelling than the performances in the movie. What this guy had to go through, because there's another brother they don't even put in the fucking movie who killed himself also.
Yeah.
They didn't think one more death they could handle it. They thought it'd be too much for a film.
So is it just like one sad movie? Like in the entire time?
No, that's my
set
point.
It up the first half, to just brothers who love to wrestle, and their fat dad's a bit too much, and then the whole thing spirals.
But also, they don't. There's only one wrestling boy in the beginning. There's just Zach, and then they throw the brother into it, and the other brother's better on the mic.
Yeah, that's the funniest scene.
That creates conflict. Yeah.
When he's doing the promo takes and his brother's fucking with him is the funniest part.
But it's really interesting because the conflicts are not brother to brother. The conflicts are brother by proxy. It's like the conflicts are all with the father, but it's always by proxy. And then all the brothers will always say, "I love you," and this, that, the other thing. But the dad never. Like it's just a great movie. If you haven't seen it, please watch it. It's just been so long since there's been something I've friggin' cared about, and I care about that movie. It's nice.
It's okay.
I'm happy. I'm happy that it makes you feel that way. That's what it's supposed to do. Like I wish that I mean,
and all the dudes have hot bodies, bodies.
Efron's body is insane. He doesn't even look human. His head's so roided out. Crazy. He looks like fucking He-Man. It's hilarious.
God, the other day, 2 days ago, we were watching.
Fucked too. They're so tiny that you're like, I'm not sold that Jeremy Allen White's wrestling anymore.
Do they make them like taller? Do they make them seem taller, or they just
but they're all ripped.
They're wide. They're real wide.
Yeah, and Jeremy, Allen White, he's
white.
He gets ripped.
You look wide.
Dude,
is that Zac Efron over there?
I saw a super wide dude at a parade.
Yeah.
It wasn't a parade.
Like
it was an art festival, but I couldn't find the right word. But like me, bigger and thinner.
Just cut.
To the point where it looked weird.
I saw a picture of you the other day, Terry. Your arms are fucking almost cartoonish. Picture of you.
Go on. Like Popeye, where it's all down here.
Here's my pitch. And maybe I've pitched this one before.
This is a bad episode.
We write a movie.
I haven't done this in like 3 weeks.
Because I have an idea. I got an idea for a movie, and I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on it. This is a serious pitch for a film.
I was thinking about your commercial the other day and how I didn't appreciate it enough. The last line where you said it's just a beer kid. Like that's right? That's what you said?
Yeah, Tito's.
There's nothing more to appreciate. What are you talking about? There's no deeper meaning.
No. You gotta give it time. No. You gotta give it time.
Okay, please, Luke, explain what the deeper meaning of "it's just a beer kid" actually means.
Yeah,
I mean, I was thinking about it today.
It's just Tito's.
It's just Tito's. My wife, she's got this saying, and she says it in life, and she says it at work all the time.
Hawk Tuah.
Says you gotta spit on that thing.
That was good.
That's how you use that.
We've met. We know.
Oh, she must do it with you guys, not with me. Anyway, no, she says it's not.
Sorry, go ahead.
She says it's. I didn't hear that last, but whatever. She says it's not that deep. It's not that deep. That's like a motto that she like lives by.
That's what
it's not
she
that
says
deep.
when you guys are fucking.
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
Spit on that thing.
But yeah, it's not that deep, and that's the commercial. It's not that deep. The guy's overthinking it. He's like, "Is it half full? Is it half empty?" And then you just like, you take a little turn and you make it a simple, like, it's just Tito's, kid.
Just Tito's.
I like that.
Great commercial.
I of course, me being me, I had to, make a joke out of it when you first said it. So, I have to give you your flowers now. I was thinking about it. I'm like, I didn't give it enough respect.
It's the Christopher Nolan of commercials. You got to rewatch it and think about it.
That doesn't even make sense.
Anyway, what's
the Christopher Nolan of commercials? What are you talking about?
I'm Christopher Nolan. I make commercials.
It's the Memento of commercials.
No, because all of his films, Mementos has their own commercials. They're the breath saver.
Yeah.
What?
Fresh,
and they make you go in reverse.
Mentos freshen for your life. Mentos, the fresh maker.
The fresh maker.
The fresh
Christopher Nolan.
Could you guys call me the fresh maker from now on?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I can do that.
That'd be a pretty cool nickname.
It's just Mentos, kid.
Oh, you haven't met my boy, the fresh maker?
My boy, the fresh maker.
Yeah, you guys can call me the fresh maker if you want.
Why is this happening?
All right.
I don't want to.
My movie, because I think there really is an opportunity here and a character that's never been explored.
Oh,
No,
God damn it!
Get his
Screwed this whole thing up.
You think Cole's gonna join?
No. By the time we get sick of doing this, no.
Mentos freshener.
Hey, I know you might think that this is not a great episode, but I don't give a shit. I'm let me just say, like, how happy I am to be doing this. Like, it's been weeks, and like, for real, I feel very grateful. I have a lot of gratitude right now because some people don't have. Yeah, I mean, I get to talk with my friends. I was watching you guys, you Cole, and Tree, Cole, and the Fresh Maker, and I was like, yeah, those are some friends, man. It's good that I'll step out every now and then so that you guys can just do your thing, because you guys go back more than I do with you, but
not really. I mean, I kind of started hanging out with you and Cole at the same time, really. Or I've known each other.
That's true.
Amount of time.
Do you remember the late nights of playing Madden? You and me, we'd play till like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And I would like try to hit the bong with like no weed in it.
Where was this?
At Wink's house.
On holidays and stuff?
When Wink moved back into his childhood home, it was great times.
Oh, see, I missed that.
There.
I kind of missed that era.
Yeah.
You did, man. I was there every night. I didn't even live there.
When was that? Was that what you guys did right after college, or was that when I got to? No, was it during college years?
No, he probably moved in like 2010.
2010.
It was right after college for me. I was trying to get out and move to the city.
So I must have just been getting started in Saratoga.
Yeah. All right. So here's my movie. Ready?
Yeah.
So I stumbled upon this thing called Jester's Privilege. Jester's apostrophe, as in they own it. Jester's Privilege is, because he's a clown, he can get away with saying direct or harsher things, and nobody takes him seriously because he's constantly joking. And that was the privilege he had. He could call out the king, and he could insult the kingdom or make these jokes that where anybody else would get killed for them. But because he was the jester, he had Jester's Privilege. And I thought, kind of feel like that's how I am at work, is that because I'm constantly just making jokes that I get away with saying some shit at work that you just get fired. Anybody else would get fired or in trouble for. And then I was thinking about, like, nobody's ever made a movie about a jester. Ever. think of one movie about a fucking jester, and it would be a period piece, right? Like medieval times.
There's a jester in Hunchback of Notre Dame, but he's not the lead. So you got a good point there.
I'm not sure which period exactly, like medieval times, pre-French Revolution. And then I started researching jesters and like the art of gestry. I'm assuming that's where the term
Terry.
Gesticular, just kidding, whatever it's called. Anyways,
you're speaking in jest.
I jest.
Just say it. Just go.
So here's the film, right? We start
now. Question: is this film the movie The Jester from 2023?
Is there a movie that came out in 2023 called The Jester?
No.
Yes, there is. I'm going to watch the trailer now.
Is it like an independent film? Is it like, what is it?
The Jester. It's a horror movie.
Oh, okay.
Okay, fuck that.
No, mine's a big period piece.
Would it be a comedy or would it be played by like Joaquin Phoenix?
Very satirical, dark comedy picture, kind of like Tyrion from Game of Thrones.
Okay, I get it.
So here we go. Ready? Medieval times, prison, all these people locked up, right? We move through the prison. There's whatever, fighting, death, blah, blah, blah. We find one guy just sitting in the corner, very stoic, clearly some shit on his mind, detached, aloof, whatever. They empty out the prisons. This guy gets marched through the streets and they end up in, the castle, in the big great hall or whatever, in front of the king. And essentially they're like, hey, you got 30 seconds to make the king laugh or we lop your head off. And so it's just our guy waiting in line and they're just lopping off heads. He gets to the front. One of the heads rolls up to his feet and he's looking down at this head and it's looking right back up at him and he picks it up and he goes off about death. And it turns out he's very funny and very self-deprecating and it's very kind of just like deadpan, very dry. And he makes some comments about the king and the king laughs and title sequence, we got our jester, right? Everyone else gets killed, blah, 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 blah. So here's the gist of the film. Classic story. You've seen it a million times, right? At first, he's just like, oh, I'm not in a prison and I'm not going to die. Let me just take advantage of my new surroundings, right? I don't really care about anything. Just kind of an aloof fella shows up and he does these performances for the king. And then people start to really like him. And the king and him start to develop a friendship, like a genuine friendship. And the king is a bad king. He's a corrupt king. He doesn't care about his people. His kingdom is in squalor. Revolution is on the horizon, right? But our guy, he doesn't really care about that. He's just kind of living the fat cat life now. He's got his own castle. He's getting pussy. He's getting food. He's just like, really being gluttonous and not paying attention to anything else and just taking advantage of his surroundings, right? And then there's like an artistic phase where he really gets into it and you can write these long, essentially like stand-up scenes where he's commenting, it'd all be like political satire essentially. Mm-hmm. And, if you're smart, you make it reflect the current political situations of contemporary day, but really, what is he talking about? Is he talking about back then or is he talking about Trump and now, blah, blah, blah. You do that thing. But he starts to really get into it and push himself and push his boundaries. And he wants to see how good of a writer and a performer he can become. And then you have scenes like where he pushes it too far and he insults the king and their friendship's kind of razzled for a little bit. You have this one scene I want to do where they go to someone else's castle, right? And they watch this other jester. And I found this guy online called Roland the Farter. It was a real jester from medieval times. Roland the Farter. He was a midget and he would do cartwheels and a split and then he would fart and people would just lose their fucking minds.
As you do.
Yeah.
Farting.
Just like, what did I just see? Oh my God. And he would just rip ass. And this was a real guy. So he performs And they're like, I just want this shot of them like in the carriage riding back, bouncing across from each other. And the king can't stop talking about how funny Roland the Farter was. And our jester's like insulted almost. He's like, you find that's what you think's funny? That lowbrow fucking bullshit? That guy's a hack. And I want that scene because I just like it. So eventually the whole point of the film, right? They grow closer, they're boys. And eventually at some party, you get to have these big performance scenes. And then eventually, plot-wise, the leader of the revolution is in one of these parties and gets in the jester's ear. And you find out, of course, that the reason the jester was in jail, I imagine, or it was his family, something about his family killed or whatever. Anyways, you find out it was all the king's doing, right? And so he's betrayed and he has to make this moral choice now of like retribution and following his heart. And
now's the moment, yeah.
Or am I just going to live this life as a fat cat because I got it real good? And it's medieval times and nobody has it good and I have it real good. And he's got to decide. And eventually, he helps overthrow the kingdom and he kills the king himself.
But in one shining moment of rain comes true. I just feel like that song comes in at that point. It's freeze frame, like in college basketball. And he dunks it on the king. He dunks on the king. And it turns out that this whole thing has been this elaborate scene at an LA Lakers game that was happening at halftime. And the fucking Lakers girls come out and like everyone's flipping and having a good time. And Shaq turns around and he's like, who the jester now? And then it ends. And then everyone does cocaine.
Presented by Tito's.
That would be even better if the camera slowly trucks to the right, and it goes past the last Lakers girl and the last bit of the set and over to another set where there's just a simple like stool and there's a man walking from the back, puts a bottle of Tito's there and says, it's just Tito's, kid.
All right, so you guys don't, just say you don't like it. You didn't like it.
I like it just with all the extra shit that I have. For example, the jester's got to have massive tits. Let's start there.
The farting tits.
Farting tits. That's the name of the movie. Change the title. This is called Farting Tits, the movie.
Nope. It's called Jester's Privilege. That's the title.
Nope. You sold it to me, and I put the Lakers girls in it and changed it to Farting Tits. You know what's funny? That is literally what happens in Hollywood. Well, not so much anymore, but back in the day, you would sell this wonderful script, and by the time it's put out, it could be whatever the producer wanted it to be. It could be the biggest piece of shit and have nothing to do with the original concept.
Yeah, they could put John Cena in as a chef in episode 4. I'm serious, though. I think that's a great fucking idea. I think that is an original film there.
I think it's good.
Okay.
I do think it's good, man.
Thanks for nothing.
Yeah. I just think it could use like some
hits.
Yeah. Do you ever see
sex? You'll have some orgy scenes. It's medieval times.
Well, essentially what I'm doing is
not helping.
No. There's a Saturday Night Live episode with Michael Keaton. Have you ever seen this? Where Michael Keaton's in a pitch meeting with a bunch of young people and he just keeps bringing that up. It's like, yeah, but what if we got someone with just some great knockers and put her right out there on the picture? What do you guys think? And by the end of it, his nose is bleeding. And I think the idea is like, this is like he's an 80s ad guy who's still like behaving that way, but now with like the new generation of creatives. But he keeps shooting at every idea is like, yeah, that's great. But then this chick comes out with these giant knockers.
I'm
having
cleavage.
fun.
Jester's cleavage.
Privilege.
Be some boobs, medieval times. There'll be some orgies.
We're joking about it now, but 2 months from now, I'll give you your flowers. I'll realize.
It'll really sit.
I like this phrase. I'll give you your flowers.
Yeah, that's a pretty common one these days.
And you never heard it.
Yep. It's a rapper. It's a hip hop thing.
It's a rapper?
I don't know where.
Like, Give 'Em Your Flowers is the name of a rapper.
No, it's just a cultural hip hop phrase.
I don't know where it started. I know that Kanye said it in Big Brother. If you admire your idol, like you should give the flowers while they can still smell it, or something like that. But Zach, I like that idea. I think it's a very clever. It's original. Like I could tell that your mind, you're looking for because it's like just everything's been used these days, and you have to get the rights to something, and gesture like that has not been, except for that horror movie. But I feel like that's just like a stupid name, like an actual gesture. But who would play it?
Great question. So I've given that a couple thoughts. So like, first thought was Peter Dinklage. But I was like, it's too close to Tyrion. But like Tyrion would do those, he essentially is this character. He highly satirical, make these big grand speeches.
If you can play the character well, like Ryan Reynolds plays the same character in every movie, like why not? Why can't Peter Dinklage do that?
Yeah, it might be too close. And then I'm picturing like Steve Coogan or like John Oliver.
Coogan's a good choice, actually.
Coogan's a great choice, right?
Did you ever see him in the Laurel and Hardy movie?
No.
He's great in that opposite John C. Reilly. Like, I've never seen him act like that. It's really cool.
Yeah, he's got real chops. Yeah, something like that. Clearly English.
British.
Somebody who's got comedic chops.
Oh, I'm British.
Who can be like sad and clearly just look devastated.
Oh, I'm devastated. Oh, no, I'm so sad and devastated.
English actor.
Or an American doing an English accent. Like, oh, I'm so devastated.
But somebody who's funny. I just think of like, stand-up comedians a lot. You ever watch any of
I'm a jester. It's just like, oh no.
Oh no. Wait. We went on, and then there's an Australian cut word. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm a jester and I'm devastated.
It's so sad.
I'm
What's the deal with this thing?
Get out.
What's the deal?
Yeah, that.
I don't.
But I was like,
I don't have much of a pitch.
What? Well, name some actors that you guys would think could be the jester.
Ryan Reynolds.
Jodie Comer.
Will Arnett.
The fancy boy everyone loves. Oliphant. I don't know. What's the kid's name?
Timothy Oliphant.
Dune kid. Well, Timothy Oliphant's pretty good in everything. But who's the Dune kid?
Chalamet.
Timmy Chalamet. Timmy Chalamet.
I need a man. I need a grown ass man.
He is a grown ass man.
Nah.
In the body of a beautiful boy.
gorgeous young boy. He is a beautiful little boy. I saw the Bike Riders the other day.
Are you proud of that?
What is that?
It's the new movie. It's Lawless 2, essentially. It's
Lawless
I saw
2.
Yeah, I saw a scene of that, and it looks really weirdly edited in a cool way, like just weird.
It is. Well, it's because it's based on a picture book, so they recreate a lot of the images from the picture book with the cinematography and the framing.
I saw a video of it, and I was like, I want to see it, and I didn't know what movie it was. So,
Bike Riders,
the Bikers?
By the great Jeff Nichols, who I was confused with Mike Nichols.
We watched Grand Budapest the
Mikey
other day.
Nichols over here.
Yeah.
I feel like Wes Anderson movies don't grab my attention the way freaking Grand Budapest did. I mean, we watched it. It's such a good movie. The entire thing.
Incredible.
It's so well done.
It's his best movie by far.
And then we're rewatching Our Flag Means Death. And dude, if you haven't seen that show on HBO,
oh, it's great. I love that show.
Oh my god, such a funny show. And it's basically Ted Lasso but pirates. In my he's trying to get a team of pirates to come together using kindness and let's talk about it. Let's talk about our feelings type. I don't know.
It's a Time Bandits show.
Oh, is he?
I like
he's so good in that too.
The lead I can't remember his name, but he's the guy who plays Murray on Flight of the Conchords. Precinct. What's his name? Murray, Flight of the Conchords.
His name is Reese.
Murray Hewitt.
Is it
played
Reese?
by Reese Darby?
Reese Darby.
Reese Darby.
Yeah.
Maybe he should play the Jester.
Summer Heights High. Remember that one? You do Jamae.
Dude, I was just thinking about
Chris Lilly.
That show was so hilarious when it came out. There was nothing like it. I haven't really seen him since.
He did a Netflix an update.
Yeah, the characters.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Was that what it's called? Characters? Yeah, I watched all of that. That was amazing. I don't know if he's done anything since then.
I think he must, because I keep seeing clips where he's a celebrity dog medium.
Yeah, that's the new show. That's the Netflix show from a couple years ago.
Oh, that is?
Yeah. That's all on Netflix.
Oh, I gotta watch that because the clips are so funny.
He's the woman
making up stuff.
Yeah, he's naked in the.
You kicked the dog.
South African woman.
He's got the afro.
He hasn't forgiven you for kicking him. You did.
Yeah.
You kicked him. He told me.
No, we watch. We're watching Our Flag Means Death, but it's whatever my daughter's attention goes to, and we watch all kids movies, and there are a few that we've come across. She's yelling my name right now. We watched Zootopia.
Your name's Luke. She said Dada.
Dada. We watched Zootopia, and that shit was good.
It's a good movie.
Funny.
That's got a really good moment of like a young girl just standing up for what she believes in, heartfelt speech at the end, and I can do it because I believe in myself. And Bateman just fucking rocks that movie. He is so good as a mischievous fox who you don't know if is good or is bad, but ultimately is good. It's amazing he was doing that and playing Marty Byrde at the same time.
Who's Marty Byrde?
Fucking Ozark.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, immediately it's him when he starts talking on Zootopia. I try not to look up who's in the movie, and immediately as soon as he starts talking. No, but yeah, it's good. It's good. But we were watching Captain Underpants the other day, and it's Thomas Middleditch. I think he wrote it. Him and Nick Kroll, and it's funny. It's really well done.
It's Kevin Hart is the other voice, right?
Yeah, Kevin Hart. Ed Helms is in it. It's really it's really well written. It's very creative, but. While I was watching it, I turned to my wife and I said, "This is so sad. It's such I used to be so into watching independent movies and getting my friends who are screenwriters to tell me what movies to watch, and now I'm watching these kid movies and really trying to get into it and study it or break it down.
It's over.
It's over. I mean, but I'm listening to good music. And the album of the summer is Wylod by No Worries. It's Anderson .Paak, and it's called. It's Why Lord, and just so good. It is so good. It's perfect for the summer. Just samples very lo-fi type samples, and he's just like, I tell my wife all the time, I feel like he sold his soul to the devil. Like that dude just like up until he was like, what?
Anderson .Paak?
Yeah, he was like doing nothing until he was like 30, and then all of a sudden, just everything he made was just so good. Everything he does, and it's nonstop, and he does so much. Like, how do you keep coming up with ideas? And I mean, he does. This album's really good. I recommend it. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. It really is.
I like him. Yeah,
it's perfect for the summer.
Not get into relationships and have kids and like mortgages.
Yeah. No, you shouldn't. Don't do that. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, don't do that. Not if you want to make things.
Yeah, creator life is not for.
No,
you're not gonna have a good family life. I mean, some people do it, and I think that's incredible. But I also don't even fathom how it's possible.
Yeah,
I was thinking about it the other day. For you, Terry, you would not. The way that you work, like if you did a child and the way that you work at the same time.
Yeah, I'd be like divorced, and it'd be terrible.
Someone's missing. So you'd
be exhausted.
Well, you just can't give all of yourself.
No, I don't think I could do it.
Oh, you got to make a choice because you don't want to be half both things.
But then you say that, and then I can name two people who are far my superior who have wonderful family lives too, and they just figure out how to get it all done in 10 hours.
Yeah. Some people can. It exists. I'm saying
if you have the money, you can have a nanny.
I don't know how to do it. I have not cracked that code. I would like to do like a series of documentary interviews of just with busy people, like busy people with families, and figure out like how. None of this makes sense. How? Why do you even like each other? You don't. I don't know. But you see it all the time, and it's kind of amazing.
We got to do this exercise in acting class where you pick a person, preferably someone who's not an entertainer or an artist, just like a normal person, and you interview them for like an hour, just asking these questions about their life. You're really just trying to get them to talk about their self and their passions and anything that sort of sparks life. And then you have to edit a monologue from their responses, and then you have to perform as them on stage, just like in a chair, and do like a 5-minute monologue while you're doing their behavior. And it's something we do for months, like studying. I haven't picked a person to record it yet or to interview. And then I was thinking about you two, and I was like, nah, you're too performative. I need a normal.
What?
Yeah, I need a normal person.
If you, I feel like
multiple sides.
About personalities?
Kind of.
Sure.
I mean,
I put a camera in front of you and start asking you intimate personal questions.
I'm going to go Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing.
You'll be like, it needs tits.
No, that's a bit. You know what it is to me, Luke was talking about why this is refreshing to him. This is refreshing to me because this is bits. This is just fun bits. I don't have to worry about anything heavy. I don't have to worry about somebody, I'm not having a good time. Everyone just comes and is willing to play and have fun for an hour.
Yeah, I'll play with your tits.
Hawk Tuah.
For an hour.
Good old
I would
foreplay.
play with a nice pair of tits. But in all seriousness, playing with tits for an hour, I mean, I could definitely do that.
I'd get bored. That's too long.
Yeah, eventually I'm going to have to fucking fuck something. Just playing with tits.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I heard this is helpful. For
what?
It's your lymphatic. You're supposed to drain your lymphatic system.
Your lymph node? God, we're getting dumber, guys. Like, let's just call it what it is. We're getting dumb. There was a time where I was really smart, and I am getting dumb. I'm getting dumber every day. I mean, 22-year-old Terry was fucking smart, bro. He could retain data. He could spit out facts and knowledge. And now I get lost all the time in my thoughts and what I'm doing. I'm better at executing and worse at thinking. I miss being able to think. I think I messed my brain up.
You probably have you've just narrowed down what you do, what your routine is, and where you put all your energy for your mind towards. And, I mean,
no, I'm saying I'm up here, the thoughts I'm having are dumber than I used to have and simpler, and me articulating them is becoming harder. So I'm probably having a stroke.
When I go down like a rabbit hole, I'm like fantasizing about it, writing something or a scene, or I'll be like writing dialogue in my head. And then I'll be like, oh, cool. And then they do this, then they do this, then they do this. And every time I'll go, oh, fuck, what was the inciting incident? I can't remember what I was thinking about 10 fucking seconds prior that sparked all of these ideas. And when you're writing, it's the most frustrating thing in the fucking world because you're like, oh, I'm. Remember what you were just thinking 2 seconds ago. And my brain will do the same thing. I'll be like, oh, why did I say that? And I'll try to go in reverse order. Oh, yeah, because this person said that. And why did they say that? And then I'll forget all of it. My brain will like freak out trying to remember all of it. And it'll be like, nope, we're flushing everything. And I'll be like, okay, well, what just fucking happened? And I do that sober. You got to write everything down, is what I'm saying.
Pretty much.
Of course, you got to record. You got to record everything. I mean, I do that with music. I have ideas. I'll start with like a melody. Oh, that's great, and then I'll keep playing it, and it'll turn into something else. Like I don't know how to get back to the original melody.
Don't know. Yeah. We really got to start coming with pitches again.
Okay. What are we doing next week? Let's like.
We're getting back to basics here.
All right.
Back when we were zesty. Back when we were back before Terry was a big dum-dum. Back when we were just.
You know what? I actually been traveling nonstop this month and working my tail off. So I think I'm a little burnt as well for something like this. So this was good as like a refresher for me. But yeah, I did not come ready to play. But you know what? Hawk Tuah was good. And hitting that Hawk Tuah joke later was good. So yes. I got two in.
You can make that.
I got Tuah. Not Awana, but Tuah. Awana, a Tuah, a Threa.
You can make that a short. That's okay. I allow it.
Awana and a Tuah and a Hawk Tuah.
Lakers drafted Bronny.
Did they?
Oh, shit. There's a debate on tonight. We missed so much stuff. We didn't talk about Justin Timberlake.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't talk about the election. We didn't talk about the debate tonight. We ain't found shit. That's how I feel about this episode.
Lakers drafted LeBron James. Oh, I'm
just happy to be back talking with you guys, for real.
Yeah, me too. But we can't, guys, we can't get fancy. Like, lock it in. 5:30 to 6:30. That's our time slot every Thursday. If we miss it, we miss it. Like, lock it in. Lock it in.
And let's try not to miss it.
Cole's the one who's trying to change everything.
I agree. And he didn't even show up.
Piece of shit.
That's not true. He's been on the episode the whole time, just looking to the left.
Speaking of shitty internet,
yeah,
I switched my internet from Spectrum because it was just the price was fucking outrageous. I was paying like $70 for fucking just Wi-Fi, just home internet. And so one day the Verizon man came knocking my door doing his door-to-door salesman thing. And I was like, just fucking, because I try to be respectful of those people if I'm in a respectful mood. And I guess there was that day. Because I feel like when I was younger, I used to just fuck with those people, be mean. And that's not cool. So I was very just like, hey, man, bullet points, go. And he was like, cool. Cancel anytime. 3-year price lock, $45. No equipment or installation, please. Just plug into the wall. And I was like, sold.
This is good content. This is really good content.
Yep. This is how you negotiate a cable bill.
Give me that Verizon Wi-Fi. And so I have to cancel the Spectrum now, right? And Spectrum is like, all right, well, we'll upgrade your Wi-Fi. We'll give you a faster Wi-Fi, and we'll bring it down to 55 for a year, and then it'll go way back up. And I was like, faster Wi-Fi, 55. That's only $10 more. But I didn't do it. No, here's the whole point. I start texting the Verizon guy because he left me his phone number. I'm like, hey, so is this internet good? He's like, yeah, no, the internet's really good. I'm like, just tell me the truth, man. I'm like, is this going to be shitty internet? Am I going to be pissed that it's like super slow and terrible? And that's the only way you could be giving it away for $45 a month. And he's like, no. The internet's going to be great. And I go, look, I'm going to cancel my Spectrum. I'm going to go with you. I want to trust you, friend. But I was like, but if this fucking internet sucks, I was like, let me tell you right now, I am going to be a passive-aggressive little girl, and I'm going to text you every day to remind you of how shitty the Wi-Fi is. And he laughs. He's like, ha, 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 yeah, thinking I would not do that. So, sure enough, I get my home Wi-Fi. So easy to plug in. All you do is plug it in, find a window, face it near that window. First day, it's perfectly fine. Second day, I'm trying to jerk my Gurk in the next room on my cell phone, and things are loading. And I
like a passive-aggressive little girl.
I have to wait for things to load. And I haven't had to wait for things to load. Spectrum didn't make me wait for things to load. And so I text him. I'm like, hey, man, it's taking time for things to load. He's like, oh, well, just rearrange, twist. You got to find like the sweet spot. I do that.
I'm trying to.
Next day, I'm watching the NBA Finals, and it's glitching and pausing, and I fucking freak out. I'm like, yo, bro, remember that time where I was like, hey, is this Wi-Fi going to be good? And you were like, yeah. And I was like, are you sure? And you were like, yeah, dude, I promise. I was like, you fucking lied to me. And so for like the last week, every day, I'll just be like, yo.
You lied to me.
Just once a day, I'll be like, yo, this Wi-Fi fucking blows. This is the worst Wi-Fi I've ever had in my life. And he's so positive. Like, I can't break him. He's just like, oh, man.
Wi-Fi.
Did you try this? Or did you try that? So once a day, I'm just like, you're a liar. You sell lies. You failed me, and I hate this internet. I was like, Spectrum never did me this dirty. And that's my current ongoing relationship with my Verizon provider.
Terry, we should text more, or Zach, we should text more often. You need someone to text? You need someone to talk to?
No, he's got his new boyfriend, the Verizon man.
Alex from Verizon.
Alex. Hi. Well, I figured out my new character for
Alex.
the next podcast.
Yeah.
All right. I actually have a really good one. Oh, go ahead. I gotta go. My daughter just fell in the bathtub.
All right, Positive Pete.
Who, me?
Yeah. I was going to say, what's your new character?
Oh, my new character? My new character is going to be Father Bod. And, hello, my children. My name is Father Bod. And if Jesus lived 5 more years, he would have attained the most holy of dad bods. So my name is Father Bod, and I am here to help you achieve the dad bod that Jesus would have achieved. And then, little things like have the collar, but like the white has like a food stain on it. And say things like, let us proclaim the mystery buffet. Dun, 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 dun. Christ ate rice.
Christ ate chicken.
Yeah.
Well, I think you should just be like fat Jesus. Just be Jesus if he lived 5 more years.
I just like Father Bod, Dad Bod. I don't know if you got that reference.
No, I got it.
But you made Jesus a dad. Like, I feel like it would be true. God the Father would be
God bod.
God bod.
I got a
God bod.
I like the idea of just a jacked priest, though. Like, he wears cutoffs. But he has a bit of a gut, so it's like a father bod. Because that's what a dad bod is. I guess I kind of have a dad bod. Athletic, like you're just athletic here, and then like here below, it's not a good time.
Oh yeah, I have no core.
Soft core, real soft core.
Oh yeah, I have a soft core.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta go, boys.
Well, this was an all-time episode, fellas. I gotta say.
Yeah, this they're gonna love editing this one. I am so glad that I have a paid staff member working on this. Yeah.
What's his name?
Ethan.
Ethan, you deserve better, friend, and I'm sorry.
We let you
Ethan
know.
Hawk Tuah.
All right.
Okay, bye, guys.
Good night.
Okay, bye.